Hey everyone, it's CR7 here and welcome to the second race of the Fleet Car Series doubleheader. Yesterday was Fleet Car Friday, today's Fleet Car Saturday, just like how it used to be. And if you haven't watched the first race of the doubleheader, Blue Blur ended up winning by giving Firestopper the boot. And by boot I mean shoving her out of bounds. So these drivers are ready for the second race of the doubleheader. So the track has been prepared as always. So let's get started. And the pole sitter will be Blue Blur. He finally gets to go first for once this season. So let's see how he does. And everyone's already raring to go, or roaring and raring to go. I think that's how it is. Here's the out of bounds area. If you didn't watch yesterday's race, plenty of drivers went over that and got out of the race, except for half and half, who somehow, well, we decided to put him in the next segment despite there being 7 cars. There was 1 car missing, so I guess since he was the 5th driver out of bounds, he was eligible to be in the next round. I don't know, that rule still hasn't been written in black and white yet. Here's hatch number 2. Ooh, it's a hard lick. Here's Firestopper, who had that wreck in yesterday's race. The car is put back together, so let's see how she does. It's not too bad. Here it is, multi-cone number 4, our second female driver in the field. Ooh, side swiped. Here's Gladiator, our rookie driver. He takes it easy. Here's Blue Blur, winner of the first doubleheader race. Picking up right where he left off. Here's multi-cone number 2. And I think multi-cone number 3 was next. Comes to a stop. Here's Shadow. Oof. And hatch number 1 is next. Everyone's getting feisty. Here it is, Greenish. Oh, looks like Blue Blur won't sweep the doubleheader. He gets the boot from Greenish. Here is hatch number 3. And Whiteout is next. Oh, let's go number 2 gets the boot this time. Out of bounds area, claiming more victims. If you hear snoring in the background, that's my dog sleeping. Here is multi-cone number 1. And Smasher. Oh, didn't live up to his name quite as he hoped there. Here's Darkened. Ooh, he slides it in. And here's half and half to end the segment. Oh, another hard lick. Now 2 drivers got pushed out of bounds. So Blue Blur is not going to sweep the doubleheader. Unfortunate for him, as well as multi-cone number 2. Looks like Whiteout will take the segment win. So let's get straight to the results. And here are the results for segment 1. Whiteout takes the segment win. 2nd is Firestopper. 3rd is hatch number 2. 4th is Greenish. 5th is Gladiator. 6th is Shadow. 7th is Darkened. Oh, the sun glare. We have multi-cone number 3 as well as multi-cone number 4. They've also advanced. 10th place, hatch number 3. 11th, multi-cone number 1. And hatch number 1 is 12th. So, half and half, Smasher and the drivers who went out of bounds, multi-cone number 2 and Blue Blur, are eliminated. Looks like it's the snap back to reality for old Blue Blur after winning yesterday's doubleheader race. So let's get into segment 2. Segment 2, and Whiteout will start us off. Gladiator went a long ways there. Some hard licks there. All right, let's see who will advance into segment 3. Hopefully we don't have a 5-car out of bounds situation like we did in yesterday's first doubleheader race. Looks like Shadow is going to take the lead off of his teammate. So here he is. That was a perfect run there. Here's Gladiator, who had a great run. He's flipped the car over. He's vulnerable. Here's hatch number 2, who suffered race-ending damage in yesterday's event. Perfect. Wow. Here's Firestopper. Oh, she almost collides with the turtled car of Gladiator. Here's Darkened. And here is, looks like, let's go number 4. Ooh, there's a piece of debris right here. I'll get that up. So here is Whiteout. Slides right in. Here's Greenish, whose rear bumper popped off. Get that repaired. And here is hatch number 3. Oof. Starting to get log jammed. Here is multi-car number 1. And his rear bumper comes flying off. Here's multi-car number 3. And here's hatch number 1 to end the segment. And he looks like he does not get into the next segment. Didn't try hard enough. The rear bumper came off of multi-car number 1's car. And looks like hatch number 2 will win the segment over Shadow here. So let's get to the results. And here are the results. Come on, camera, stay in focus. Anyways, hatch number 2 wins the segment. Shadow is second. Third is Gladiator, who flipped his car over. Fourth is multi-car number 4. Fifth is Whiteout. Sixth is Darkened. Seventh is multi-car number 1. And eighth is Greenish. So, hatch number 3, multi-car number 3, hatch number 1, and Firestopper get an early exit. They're eliminated. No one went out of bounds this time, which was surprising. So let's get to segment 3. Segment 3, and hatch number 2 will start us off here. Hard to lick into the discount safer barrier there, which is just a measuring stick. All right, let's see who's going to be our 4 drivers that will attempt to win this thing. Move these 2 drivers out of the way. It's obvious of their positions. Here's hatch number 2. He's going to keep the lead. And here is multi-color number 4. Whoa. Back end came off in that impact. Must have not been secure. Looks like Gladiator will be next up. Oof. Another hard lick. Here's Whiteout. Another perfect fit there. Here's Shadow. And Darkened. And here's Greenish. Whoa. Rear bumper went flying. And here is multi-car number 1 to end the segment. Alright, let's see who wins the segment. I think that was the door that flew off of Darken's car. Thank goodness he didn't get hit from the driver's side because there's no door protecting him. Looks like Whiteout will win the segment, so let's get to the results. And here are the drivers competing for the win in this one. And what's this on hatch number 2's car? Looks like the pieces coming apart a little bit. Anyways, here are the results. Whiteout takes the segment win. Multi-car number 4 second. Third is Gladiator, and fourth is hatch number 2. Appears to have a little bit of a piece coming apart there, but that hatch has been secure. It's not functionable or anything. So Shadow, Greenish, Darkened, and multi-car number 1 are eliminated. So let's get to the final round. The final segment, oh yeah. And Whiteout's gonna start us off. Let's see who will take the second race of the doubleheader. Oh, T-bone there. Preview for when they come back over here. If you hear snorting again, that's my dog. He's overlooking all this. Here's the out of bounds area here. If the car touches that, it's out of bounds. So let's see who will take the win. Whiteout's going to keep the lead. Hatch number 2 second. Wolf's number 4 third, and Gladiator's going to be in the Hail Mary spot. Who knows what's going to happen once that last car slides over here. Here's Whiteout. Oh, that's not a good run. Here's hatch number 2. Oh, and he's flipped over on his roof, and I think the hatch thing may have come off there. Here's Multico number 4. Oh, she's flipped over too. What's Gladiator going to do to win the race? Let's find out. Oh, hard lick, and I'm not sure if he took the win. That was a very hard lick. And it flipped hatch number 2 back over, but on the wrong side of the track. Yeah, there's broken pieces. Looks like multicolor number 4 is going to take the win. That was a hard lick. There's a broken Lego piece here. Whoever's car that is, it's a brown piece. These brown pieces are very brittle. I'll have to go with that. Multicolor number 4 is going to win the race. Oh, look at the damage on Whiteout's car. That is big damage. Here's hatch number 2's car. I'll have to identify where that came off of. It was such a hard lick, it broke a piece. The multicolor number 4 is going to be deemed the winner. Second winner in this doubleheader event. So let's get to the results. And here is our race winner, multicolor number 4. The first ever win for the century, surprisingly. In the 5 seasons that it's been ran, it took till now to get its first win. Good for you. And she becomes our second female driver to win in the Fleet Car Series alongside Firestopper. So that's pretty cool. And also that Lego piece that came off actually came off of this rear bumper cover for Gladiator. As you can see, the base piece to attach it onto the car broke on impact. The impact was so severe, it just broke. Well, these brown pieces are known to be very brittle and fragile. Which is not surprising. There is some blue chunks as well. Came off a Gladiator's car. Everyone is okay. The safety penguins, they're on their lunch break. They already tended to everyone. Hatch number 2 is okay as well. But man, what a nice doubleheader that was. Stay tuned for next week for more Fleet Car Series action. Fleet Car Fridays are back. This was a little race to make up for the one race I took off. So anyways, that'll do it for the race. Be sure to stay tuned next week for some more Fleet Car Series action. And I will see you next time.